Right now, the Boston Celtics hold a 2-0 lead over the Orlando Magic in the first round of the NBA playoffs. However, Boston is facing some adversity. Kristaps Porzingis took a hit to the face during Game 2, resulting in a significant amount of blood. Just a heads up, we're about to show an image of the forehead injury he sustained. If you're uncomfortable with blood, you may want to skip ahead. At the end of this program, we'll also talk about Jason Tatum and his injury, since he didn't play in Game 2. So the question remains whether he'll be available for Game 3. A thank you to everyone who joined us for the live broadcasts of our last 2 games. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. We're just 500 subscribers away from reaching 49,000, which is an amazing milestone, and I'm truly grateful for your support. Once again, thank you, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. As you can see, Kristaps Porzingis took a nasty elbow to the forehead late in the game between the Orlando Magic and the Celtics. I felt bad for him because if you remember, just a few weeks ago, he took another elbow to the face, resulting in a cut across the bridge of his nose that caused a lot of bleeding. I don't know if the skin on his face is particularly sensitive, but it seems like every time he gets hit in that area, things get pretty messy. Thankfully, the medical staff responded quickly and stabilized the situation. The play was ruled a flagrant 1 foul, which meant Porzingis had to return to the game to shoot his free throws. From the look on his face, he was clearly more than fine. He seemed to enjoy the moment. The TD Garden crowd was electric during his return. He raised his hand, smiled, and was clearly soaking in the atmosphere. I remember when he got that nose cut a few weeks ago. He came back to the bench laughing and joking with his teammates. More than fine, really. He was having fun out there. The TD Garden was buzzing for KP. He was raising his hands and smiling, clearly enjoying the attention. He captured everyone's focus. I remember that first nose cut. He returned to the bench joking around, interacting with teammates. KP came back in this time too, finished the game, and looked good. After the game, one of my favorite quotes came from him. You know, I love my WWE moments. I always enjoy engaging with the crowd, and I knew taking another hit would fire them up, especially in a playoff atmosphere. Once they saw I was okay, they knew it wasn't a serious injury. Celtics fans were like, man, he's all bloodied up. That looks like a war symbol on his face. They love it. Still, he did need stitches after the game. Reports say he got multiple, maybe 5 on his forehead. I haven't been able to confirm the exact number, but he did show up to the press conference and seemed fine. He can definitely play with the stitches. He'll just have his forehead bandaged. It was quite the sight for someone like Kristaps Porzingis. Another favorite quote from the night came from Joe Mazzulla, just being himself. He said, I love seeing him bleed on the court. It's essential he gets back out there and does his job. This guy needs his own reality show. I don't care what he says. I want to know what he thinks because this guy is a straight up lunatic, a total lunatic, a basketball lunatic, a wrestling lunatic. Whatever it is, he clearly loves it. Earlier in the game, Al Horford had a little clash with KCP, and I could just imagine Joe thinking, hit him. I love this. I want to see a fight. He's definitely an advocate for bringing back some physicality to the NBA, so everyone seems to be doing well. KP should be ready to play, and Joe Mazzulla remains as focused as ever. Nothing has really changed in that regard. But what does that mean for JT? We'll get to that soon. First, I want to hear your thoughts. Drop them in the comments. To reintroduce intensity to the NBA, things are looking good. KP should be ready. Joe Mazzulla is as locked in as ever, so there haven't been major shifts. But how does this impact JT? Let's get into that in a second. First, a shout out to Kristaps Snaps. Porzingis. If you like the war paint on his face, it was quite the image stretching across his short haircut. And he was on fire. Now onto Jason Tatum and his potential participation in Game 3. If he suits up, how is he managing his injury? We'll break that down shortly. But before that, today's feature includes a fun app. If you're looking to make a little money while enjoying sports, this app is perfect for you. It's available in over 30 states, including California, Georgia, and Texas. And it's an awesome way to enhance your playoff basketball experience. You can include your favorite players in your lineup, whether it's for points, rebounds, or assists. Just pick more or less, and you can win up to 2,000x your bet. Tonight's predictions? While Boston isn't playing, this is a series to watch, since the winner here will face the Celtics next round. Predictions include Cade Cunningham scoring over 28.5 points, Jalen Brunson under 20.5, and Bridges under 15.5. The Knicks are heading to Detroit, and the Pistons already stole a win at Madison Square Garden, so they're expected to do well in Game 3. If you want to turn your playoff predictions into a chance to reach the championship round, every lineup you create enters you into a giveaway to win VIP tickets. It's worth exploring the app. With the right promo, you can get a bonus just by setting your first lineup. There are even bets that could land you a VIP trip to the championship. Download the app and use the promo code to instantly receive $50 when you set your first $5 lineup. Currently, Boston looks like a powerhouse, leading 2-0 over the Magic. The expectation was a sweep, but they still need 2 more wins. Now they head on the road, and Boston has been one of the league's best road teams this season, boasting the top record against home teams. So, will Jason Tatum play in Game 3? He's dealing with a bone bruise on his right wrist. The only treatment for that is rest, as it depends on pain tolerance. Given that this is the first playoff game Tatum has ever missed in his career, it's safe to assume he has a high pain threshold. Still, the team is monitoring him day to day to see if he can go. It might come down to a game-time decision based on how much pain he's feeling. One thing's clear, Boston needs to be cautious with Jason Tatum moving forward. Do they need him to beat Orlando? The answer is no. They won Game 2 without him, but of course it'd be easier with him on the floor. That said, they'll absolutely need him for a matchup against the Pistons or the Knicks. His presence is essential to beat the Cavs or the OKC Thunder. The series against Orlando is still in progress. If Tatum doesn't play Game 3, the risk increases that the series extends. A 4-0 sweep was the prediction, but no one foresaw a Tatum injury. If he misses Game 3 or Game 4, Orlando could steal 1 at home and stretch the series to 5, or maybe even 6 games. It's impossible to predict outcomes with certainty. But I didn't anticipate one of the Celtics' most important players being sidelined. So if he doesn't play in Game 3 or 4, there's a real chance the opposing team takes advantage at home. That could turn into a longer series, 5 games, maybe even 6 if things spiral. It's tough to call. I would personally give him another game off. The Celtics have been excellent on the road, and another player has stepped up big with strong support around him. The Magic's roster depth doesn't compare. If they had elite talent, I'd argue Tatum needs to play. But in this case, it's better to let him fully heal instead of rushing him back, especially since future rounds will be more intense. This opening round isn't as critical, but that's just my take. I'd love to hear yours. Should he play in Game 3? Yes or no? If a medical professional gives the green light, then sure, let him go. But if there's any discomfort, maybe he should sit out 1 more. Let the team follow the plan. If the Magic win Game 3, the Celtics can still close it in Game 5 with strong performances. I'm confident they'll get it done. If you want to, follow along for Games 3, 4, or even more. We'll be live right here. Feel free to join us, but before we continue, please remember to subscribe to the channel and give the video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest news about the Boston Celtics. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments as well. LeBron James has never been one to mince words, and his latest comment on the Boston Celtics is no exception. In a recent interview, the 4-time NBA champion was asked hypothetically about suiting up for Boston. His response was swift and unequivocal. He would never don the famous green and white jersey. That declaration carries significant weight given LeBron's storied history. In 2010, after leading the Cleveland Cavaliers to the brink of the NBA Finals, he famously took his talents to Miami, igniting a fierce rivalry with Boston that culminated in 4 consecutive postseason clashes between 2011 and 2014. Those battles produced some of the most memorable moments in recent NBA history, including Ray Allen's game-tying three-pointer in Game 6 of the 2013 Finals and LeBron's furious Game 7 rally in 2012, only to fall short in the closing minutes. More recently, LeBron and the Lakers have faced the Celtics twice in the Finals in 2018, Conference Finals loss, and 2020. Each series renewed the East-West debate and deepened the legend of the storied Lakers-Celtics rivalry, which dates back decades. Yet despite the high stakes and occasional flashes of respect, LeBron has praised Jason Tatum's growth and Boston's balanced roster. There has always been an unmistakable edge to his words. Whenever the Celtics are mentioned, LeBron's refusal to consider Boston as a landing spot is rooted in both basketball history and personal narrative. Drafted first overall by Cleveland, his career has been defined by a desire to build or rebuild legacies. He embraced the challenge of transforming the Heat into a dynasty, returned to Cleveland to deliver a title in 2016, and then took on the Lakers with the aim of restoring their glory. Joining the Celtics, the Lakers' most iconic rival, would run counter to every chapter of that journey. Off the court, LeBron's bond with the Lakers organization and Los Angeles community is undeniable. From his commitment to social justice initiatives in Southern California to the opening of his I Promise school in Ohio, LeBron has consistently underlined the importance of loyalty and legacy in his decision-making. A switch to Boston would not only shock the league, but also clash with the principles he has staked his brand on. For Celtics fans, LeBron's remark is yet another reminder of the gulf that exists between Boston and some of the game's biggest stars. While Boston boasts an enviable history, 17 championships, countless Hall of Famers, and a culture of toughness, LeBron's words suggest that even that storied tradition isn't enough to lure one of basketball's all-time greats. The regular season progresses and playoff matchups loom. The possibility of LeBron facing Boston in battle remains tantalizing. Yet for now, Celtics supporters must accept that the one question their heroes can't answer is how to convince LeBron James to ever wear green. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the Boston Celtics, please subscribe to our channel and give the video a like. We always appreciate your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.